Volunteer firefighters in Springville will get paid. This comes just more than a week after an I-9 investigation found records that showed the city had denied those funds. It all happened just hours ago at tonight's city council meeting. And our chief investigative reporter, Josh Scheinblum, was there and now joins us on the story. The meeting got emotional tonight.
It did, Beth. In fact, every single firefighter I've spoken with in recent days about this issue has told me the same thing. For them, this issue was never about money, but rather respect, telling me they felt the city council's actions prior to this evening's meeting, when they were told they'd be denied the $1,800 that would be used to compensate them, was a sign the council wasn't on their side. But tonight, the mayor spoke publicly that he was. And when the funds came up for discussion, they were approved unanimously.
Aye. It's unanimous.
It took just a brief moment to approve the money Springville Fire Chief Patrick Hoyt says will be used, as it has been for years, to give $5 a month to each of his firefighters for the time they donate to keep their community safe.
I couldn't get a straight answer.
But it was a long road to get to this point.
This is a huge problem for our volunteer service.
Firefighter Christopher Williams was among those who addressed the city council to express his frustration.
You can't have that friction between those who volunteer their time to serve this community and the people who are elected to represent it.
An email from City Clerk Dee Wagaman sent to Chief Hoyt on January 16th said the council originally denied the funding. Mayor Roger Schebetka would later tell us, after we began asking questions, the reason the funds weren't approved was because some council members still had questions. This even though the funding didn't appear anywhere in recent council minutes. So in the statement that you had sent us, you said that there were some city council members that still had questions. In the email that the chief had received, it said that the funding had been denied. What's the story?
Denied was probably the wrong word to use there. It was just put on hold until this meeting here.
At the meeting, Schebetka and Wagaman apologized for what transpired, both explaining mistakes had been made.
I want to apologize to the city for bringing such negative publicity on our community. Until I saw the news broadcast on Friday, I didn't even realize that I forgot to put it in the January 21st meeting.
And again, I apologize. I should have caught that night. I was signing some documents, and I'll know not to sign documents and try to run a meeting at the same time.
The money will be paid from the city to a nonprofit run by the fire department, who will distribute those funds. I spoke after the meeting to Chief Hoyt, who told me he accepts the apologies that were made, but he stressed after weeks of looking for answers on his own from city leaders, tonight was the first time he'd heard the excuses that were made about why it took until now to get that money approved. And Beth, in the end, the city will only be on the hook for $900. The rest will actually come from Brown Township, which the fire department also covers. They're going to pay for the rest.
A shared thing.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much, Josh. And you can call the I-9 tip line if you have a story that you'd like us to investigate. Here's the number, 319-399-5911. You can also send an email to i9@kcrg.com.